All right. I have always been a very big fan of comedy, from Joe Rogan's early episodes to Bad Friends to Flagrant 2 when they were still in the old studio. I really loved comedy. Now it doesn't feel like there's anything comedic about any of the shows that I used to watch now. I have been watching Flagrant for a while, since before they moved into the new studio. The name of the fucking podcast is literally Flagrant. And so they would say some pretty wild shit.
I don't want the world to fuck my daughter, but I have to accept that the world is allowed to fuck her when she turns 18.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have to accept that. It's not my pussy no more. At 18, that's my daughter's pussy.
It's not my pussy.
It's my pussy until she's 18, bro.
Oh my God.
What? Yo, hold up.
But as most, comedians think fucking Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, as they grow and get bigger, their ethics seem to kind of shift. They seem to be more interested in the actual money generated by the podcast versus the ethics that got them to this point. Case in point, the interview with Donald Trump, with Schultz kind of coming out and, having that weird rant talking about how we didn't really contribute to his power, to him getting elected. But at that same point, if we're so powerful, why would you want to ostracize us and push us out when we have the power to maybe elect the people that you want?
What's up, everybody? Apparently, we ruined America. Nice. We were trying to hold the person in power, President Trump, accountable for not fulfilling some of his promises. And that was foolish, man. If you actually care about what's happening in the country, maybe you would want to talk to some different people, and maybe you would hope to build a coalition and move some votes back over to the Democrats if you think that they have a better idea for America. But obviously, that's not what you want. But God forbid we shine a light on the people who...
You know what I'm getting a lot of? You talked to him, you platformed him as if he was at 0%. And then we talked to him and then he won the election.
That's lame as fuck. You had the most powerful man in the world at the time, and you put him on your podcast. You didn't ask any hard questions. You kind of let him navigate the whole conversation. You didn't do any research. You didn't do really anything other than just kind of let him do his, his little spiel. And now it just feels like everybody is just kind of a shill. Flagrant will have Donald Trump on their podcast and not ask him any flagrant questions. Joe Rogan will have a conspiracy theorist on and won't challenge him at all. Bad Friends will have, well, honestly, Bad Friends is doing fine. I was told that moving to Austin and the connections with Joe Rogan would help build this comedy scene back to what it used to be, back to the glory days, back to the golden era. Now it just feels like it's just a bunch of dog shit and like ad placements. It feels like the only reason the guests are put on is not because they're interesting, but because they are big names. I thought this was supposed to be a comedy podcast. This isn't Club Shay Shay. This isn't celebrities having conversations with celebrities. Well, at least it's not what it's supposed to be. But now that's obviously what all of them have turned into. At least we still have, like, Stavros and Shane and Matt. But other than those three, there's not really any comedians. I mean, I guess Ralph Balboza is pretty funny. Worst culprit of it, even beyond anything that Flagrant has ever done, fucking Kill Tony, man. Do you remember when Kill Tony used to be funny? Do you remember when the bucket pulls used to be something that you couldn't predict? Now it's so sterile. It's so ironed out. Tony has literally turned this into a production. It's a play. It's not a show anymore. It's not a comedy podcast. It's a comedy play. So yeah, it's been really disappointing seeing the comedy scene kind of take such a drastic dive into something that's not comedy. Yeah, that's kind of it.